Shortly after that, I got into microdosing with psilocybin. I was in a microdosing group. I've done, for reference now, 3 microdosing groups as a participant. And then I also have education around microdosing, how to support in microdosing protocols. I have a couple of books up there all about microdosing. So I think microdosing is amazing. I've been microdosing for the better part since I started. I do take breaks, but by and large, I'm microdosing more often than I'm not. And I'm a huge fan. It's been such a game changer for my mental and emotional health and being able to tap in and to process. When I first started microdosing, I didn't realize how much anxiety I was still dealing with. And yeah, I had no idea. And I thought I was doing great because it was leaps and bounds from where I came from. And then I started microdosing. I'm like, oh, this is what peace feels like. This is what being calm, this is what being centered, this is what that feels like. And I had never experienced that before.
Yeah, I can say the same exact thing. In fact, it's so crazy because I truly felt the same way for is all the work that I've done as far as I had come before starting psilocybin and then actually doing it for the first, I will say, for the first like week, 2 months, because I was also trying to process something that was really heavy and big at the same time. I was incredibly emotional, like crying a lot, just trying to process all these things and like the new emotions coming up with my uncle passing. So there was a lot that was going on in my body, but still the sense of peace and calm that I felt in interconnection with myself is something that I hadn't experienced before. And it was kind of, it's an incredible feeling. I almost don't know how to describe it until you just actually try it and feel it yourself. But that later in my journey, the I went through some things again, and we'll get into that deeper here, but some of that stuff actually came back up for me, and it was kind of like more of like a death rebirth thing. But yeah, just being able to see like, oh, this is what it feels like to be calm and regulated and not feel flustered all the time is a really big part of this work.
It really is. And for microdosing, so I've mostly microdosed with psilocybin. That is what I personally feel most connected with. Like I said, I've microdosed with other things. LSD is really common to microdose with. I know people who love it, who feel so connected to it. I personally was not. And for me, I think where I'm coming from with it is I really like plants. I really connect with different plants, and I do some work with tobacco now, and not it's not necessarily smoking, it's other forms, ceremonial forms of tobacco, and it connects with me in a way nothing else has. And so for me, it really feels like there's something about the plants, and LSD is not a plant. And that I think is really powerful for me personally. Once again, I think it depends on the person, it depends on what you're dealing with. But I think it's also very powerful. Ketamine is also very powerful in microdosing as well. Once again, I've microdosed with that. And I know people who like seasonal effectiveness disorder. It is like a huge support. And and it's legal. You know, if you see a practitioner who prescribes it and can work with you with that, I mean, you can get it from a physician, and it's a really powerful tool. So, you know, those are options, but I think by and large we're going to talk about psilocybin here. Obviously, that's your experience. That's what I prefer to work with, and that's when I do microdosing support with other people as a facilitator. I mainly use psilocybin. That is my preferred method.